Okay, let's start by introducing ourselves, and we start with my right hand.
Yes, thank you so much, Joel. My name is Dan Kamau. I'm the Diaspora University Town Executive Trustee and Project Director.
Okay, let's come to the lady.
Thank you. My name is Rose Dama. I'm a graduate architect and I'm part of the design team at Diaspora University Town. Yes.
Okay, let's start our discussion with Dan telling us about the design, about the building of the project.
Again, thank you so much, Joel. The design build plan, and as stated, design and building incorporates 7,000 plots, which are serviced by 120 kilometers of infrastructure. This covers an area of 3,000 acres. Design build system that you're working with breaks down that design based on 10 production systems, which are roughly 300 acres. Currently, we are working on production one. It's around 320 acres.
Okay, thank you, Dan. Let's go to Rose. Rose, can you tell us how far we are with the design?
As of now, we are done with the preliminary design of most of the buildings. That's the material building, the warehouses, the townhouses, and the university, plus the biotech plant. We are now progressing into the detailed design. For the material building, we have an area of about 10,000 square meters on a 9-acre plot. And we have 12 warehouses, which are a total of 7,800 square meters. We also have the university buildings, which are 3 in number. And the townhouse is a 5-bedroom house with four bathrooms, and it can be rented as 2 double units, depending on the needs of the user.
Dan, let's kindly elaborate on the design building plan, and of course, how did you come about it?
The design build plan came about from research of developed towns, and especially in the state that we were in Massachusetts. There are a couple of university towns there. Worcester City is a university town. Cambridge is a university town. And so basically we looked at the whole planning that is incorporated in that, the buildings and the road. The plan is also shaped by the Kenya Constitution. In our Constitution, we have the right to housing, we have the right to clean water, healthcare. The quality of buildings is also part of the quality of healthcare. We also have the right of clean and healthy environment in Article 42. We also incorporated the Urban and Areas Cities Act that comes from Constitution 184, and it was passed in 2011. According to our Urban and Areas Cities Act, to call something a town, you have to have a population of 10,000. The buildings that people are going to apply for education, for their commercial needs, and then also the buildings that they are going to use for their residential needs. And we are happy that where we are with the designs, and we are happy that we have designers like Rose on board who have looking at the quality of those that design build plan.
Okay, thank you, Dan. And Rose, having contributed to the design,
Yes.
How do you see the town quality?
The goal is to have a town that has a very high quality of life, and this has been achieved by considering a lot of factors when designing the buildings. We have trees. We're going to line the streets with trees so that the air quality is high, and then we're also going to have designs that can be changed to meet the needs of the user. They're flexible in the way they can be used, and I believe the homeowners there are going to have a really great town here.
Okay. How is this design build plan linked to Diaspora University?
Yes, the university will contribute towards the design build plan by training engineers, architects, builders, and other professionals that will build and sustain this town and other towns that we are going to develop in the future. The Kenya population is going to grow, and I think by 2030, Kenya will have reached a population of around 60 million. And based on the census that was done in 2019, we were at 47. So right now we can project that we are anywhere around 50 or 51 million. The next goal of our country will be to establish towns in a well-planned way, such that we can achieve better living and quality living, as Rose has stated. So that's how the university will play a role in training engineers, training architects, that will then build new towns, as well as modify the ones that are already not well planned.
Okay, thank you, Dana. Let's go to Rose. You can tell us the role and the professionals in your field you are playing to see that everything is set.
Oh, in my case, where we work hand in hand with engineers. Myself, I'm an architect. We're going to have contractors, people who have done construction management, and the graduates will really benefit from this project because they'll get a chance to be directly involved, and even when they're seeking to progress further in their careers, it's going to be easier for them. And the design build will also help in planning future towns like this one in Diaspora. It's going to help people. They'll have a model on which to refer as they build other towns.
Okay, Dan, tell us whether someone can buy a house or maybe a townhouse in the project.
Yes, thank you so much. At the moment, you cannot buy a house in the project, but you can become a developer in the project. And what we incorporated was that we set up a system, and we normally call it the THIDA system, but those initials stand for Townhouse Investment and Development Agreement. So basically, utilizing that document, you can become a developer. Once you're a developer, there are two things you can either do with the house. You can go ahead to own it, but you can also sell it. Most developers anywhere in the world, they develop to sell. So the person who is going to buy the house is the person who gets the job that is created in the town, because that's the person who will end up living there. You might be a developer. Currently, most of our developers are based in the US, and most of them are not going to come to live in the town. So basically, all they are doing is injecting capital. So so once we create the jobs, now the person who has the job now can buy a house. The developer can sell that house, and then they can progressively own the house as they work in the town. So that's how we have set up the process.
Okay, let's come to Rose, and maybe you tell us, is it time for the country to have towns well designed?
Yes, I believe that master planned towns are the best because they help in reducing several issues that are faced in urban areas. We want to make sure that the unplanned settlements are completely outdated, and yeah, the goal is to move forward with planning the resources well, so that when you have every aspect of the project planned prior, you can allocate resources accordingly, and there, in that case, you'll not have issues of congestion, issues of maybe limited resources where people have overpopulated. Thank you.
Thank you for your time, Dan and Rose. Maybe you have something to add before we
Yes,
come to the end?
yes. As Rose has stated, good planning will enables people to live a higher quality life. Currently, as you can see, Nairobi and Singapore are the same size in acreage, around 173,000 acres. Population of Singapore is higher at 5.5 million. Nairobi is at around 4.2 million. But you can see people in Singapore are living a higher quality life. Most of the professionals who are working in the design build plan are very young professionals, so they can shape these for many years to come, and make Kenya have towns and cities that are well planned.
Yeah, maybe Rose, you have something to add before we come to the end?
In conclusion, I think the project is a really good place to invest if you believe that citizens have a right to a clean environment, which is in the Constitution. So I think it's a good start for Taita Taveta and for Kenya as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan and Rose, for your time and input. From Rangile TV reporting, I am Joel Buria.